Now there's a video trending in UAE of the Onvo L60. I mean, as soon as you notice that there are quite a number of people there in UAE who are viewing or taking photos, video of this Onvo L60. Now this simply means that it appears that Nio's priority now it's MENA and not Europe, because in Europe we have never seen Onvo trending there. We have never seen this vehicle or this brand there, and seeing it first in MENA, which is Middle East and Northern Africa, it is something that is pretty exciting, I must say, which shows you that the Nio now sees more potential in MENA than in Europe. And the reason why Europe, I think it is not yet there, or Onvo was not taken there, it's because of the tariff increase that the EU Commission wants to impose onto Chinese EV makers like Nio. I think that's one of the reasons. Probably they might want to see first the final resolution from both China and European Commission, then execute based on that. But even with that, I still believe that Onvo Firefly will go to, of course, Europe. It's just that Onvo right now is in UAE because I think they see the potential, and yeah, they've got a very strong backup there, which is why it would make sense for Nio to take all of their fleet or all of their cars there. Now you would have noticed that ES6, ES7, ES8, even in MENA, that is UAE and northern of Africa, this is how these cars are called. And you'll know that how we got from ES6 to EL6 is because of the lawsuits that Audi filed against Nio, and Nio not wanting a lot of back and forth. Instead of calling the ES6, ES7, ES8 in Europe, they decided to call them EL7, EL6 and EL8, which is something that is pretty exciting. So in MENA or in UAE, we already see that that's how the cars are already named there, which might be also strategic to Nio, because if they open a factory, they start producing those cars there, then they'll be able to import those cars to the USA. Who knows? That might be a strategic move, because all the cars that come from in fact Abu Dhabi to the US, the tariff, I think they are currently at like what, 2.5%, which is extremely low and can make Nio of course do well with those kind of tariff as they import their cars into, of course, USA. So seeing the Onvo L60 in UAE, I must say I was very excited, because like I said, it means that Nio is starting to prioritize more or shift their focus more outside of China into MENA than into Europe. Europe right now, there are still some bottlenecks of this tariff increase, but thank God the top selling country in Europe, which is Norway, won't be imposing these tariffs, which therefore we can expect to continue seeing Nio doing very well in terms of sales there. So it was very exciting to see this Onvo L60. I mean, the videos are just amazing, so awesome, and yeah, it also make me wonder if Nio is going to open the separate Onvo stores there. As you know that in China the situation is Nio has got its own stores, and Onvo has got also its own separate stores, and the only thing they share is the delivery centers, which is where we've been seeing Onvo users also collecting their cars there on Nio's delivery centers, which is great, which is massive and cost saving as well. So in terms of how they will do it there in MENA, we still don't know, but as it stands, there is an Onvo L60 already there in MENA, and I don't know how many they are, but we have seen them, or we are seeing them in the streets of social media, and this to the new investor is bullish. It's amazing, because once Nio starts selling not only the Nio cars but also their sub-brand Onvo cars, it's going to derive a lot of attraction into Nio, or into the consumers in UAE, Abu Dhabi, wanting to come and buy the Nio cars. Even those that could not afford the Nio cars, as you know that Nio cars are expensive, they will now be able to afford Onvo L60, which will be very strategic and interesting to see this happening. Like I'm always reminding you, Mizuho Securities believe that in the future 30% of Nio's total revenues will come outside of China, and we are still to see that. But I think there is a possibility, especially with the sub-brands together with the Nio models, which we look forward to. So yeah, man, the future is bright, and very soon, in fact now in November, Nio will be starting with the deliveries of their models in UAE by this November. Orders of the EL8 are already open. People, those that want the EL8 in Abu Dhabi, it's already open. They can go place their orders, and once those deliveries begin, they will be the first few people to receive the Nio EL8, which in China, like I said, it's called the ES8, which is massive because this car, as it stands, I mean, it is the most expensive model as it stands onto Nio, because 89, though it is expensive, it is not yet being sold. So on all the cars that are being sold, this ES8 is the most expensive, which is something that is good because then it boosts the average price sales, which is something that it's pretty exciting. And I must say, it tells us one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. So in the near future, MENA is going to overtake Europe in terms of sales. This is what I've said, and I still maintain this because quite a number of people there in UAE, they are rich, of course, and with that it means that affording a new car won't be a problem. But should it be a problem to some of the consumers, the Onvo will be there. They'll be able to afford Onvo, which that will result into Nio generating tons and tons of revenues, which is amazing, bullish. And I cannot wait to see Nio not only selling their models but also their sub-brand Onvo L60 together with Firefly. Otherwise, do your own DD, because stock price wise we know that Nio is quite volatile, and if you don't know these fundamentals, you are going to panic sell like some of the other investors. But if you know your fundamentals, you will take the low trading price that we see sometimes on the market as opportunities to load the boat, increase your holdings, because Nio, it's set for greatness. But again, these are just my opinions. What you do with your money, it's up to you. You want to buy, you want to sell, you want to increase your holdings, the choice is yours, because I'm not certified to tell you that. Otherwise, do your own DD. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.